On December the 31st of 2025, we worked an arson along with the members of the Fire and Life Safety Division here in York County that occurred at Dominion Energy down on WAVY Road. And it was reported to us when we responded out there that one of their buildings had been forcibly entered. There was some property stolen, and several fires were set inside the building that created thousands of dollars worth of damage. So we had already worked that case. And then you fast forward to February the 8th, at around 5:20 in the afternoon, Sheriff's Office and Fire and Life Safety again responded to Peninsula Heavy Duty up here on George Washington Memorial Highway. Witnesses had reported fires in the back lot there. When we got there, there were at least 4 vehicles that had been set on fire intentionally. It was obvious. The car doors were open on many of the vehicles there. They had been rummaged through, so during the course of the investigation, it was fairly quickly determined that this was an arson as well. So Fire and Life Safety and York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office investigators worked jointly on this. And on the 11th, we discovered some video from a nearby business that showed the 2 individuals that were involved in the vehicle they were in. So investigators from the Sheriff's Office got the tag number, traced the vehicle, began interviews, which led to the arrest of the 18-year-old and the 17-year-old. And the initial charges we placed were for the crime that occurred on February the 8th at Peninsula Heavy Duty, the 4 cars that were set on fire. Since then, they've continued to work this case and develop more information, which led to the charges this past Monday, the additional charges, which were the Dominion Energy building that was set on fire, a residence that was entered, property stolen, and a lot of diesel fuel dumped on the floor as if they were going to attempt to start a fire there. And that occurred between January the 21st and the 31st, according to the owners, when they discovered it. And then again on February the 8th, we learned that not only had they done the Peninsula Heavy Duty arson, but they had entered a business, English Motors, on George Washington Memorial Highway and damaged several vehicles that were on their lot, several $1,000s worth of damages as well. So all of those charges have now been placed. The investigation is ongoing, because we've been in touch with localities around us that we're fairly certain that they've been involved in crimes in those localities as well. So my investigators are working with other police departments in the area to see if we can determine if they were also involved in those cases.